And we've got our special guest, Chris from CryptoHoots.
Hello.
What's up, everybody? And I remember, we were talking about promoting on my YouTube channel, and this was like mid-August. And I went back to be like, oh, hey, what about CryptoHoots? Let me go back to see if they need promotion. And it turned out their project dropped, and this was 10 days later. And I go to their, OpenSea, and the floor is at 2.6 Ethereum. And I'm like, oh, no, I totally missed it. I totally missed out.
How does this all happen? How does it go that? How do you get that popular that fast? Can you explain kind of like how the process went for you guys?
Yeah, I can. I mean, some of it's still a mystery to me. But about 2.5 months ago, me and two friends from another Discord, an Ethereum staking Discord called Rocket Pool, we're talking NFTs, and I've always liked owls. And I said, like we should make an owl NFT. Like I think we have the talent here between the art and the code, and like someone who I hadn't interacted with that much was like, oh, I like this idea. Like we should make them steampunk. And basically within 15 minutes, it was myself, RPL Grime, and Silence Do Good, who's our developer, chatting in just a private chat. And we just started working on it immediately. And from there, we kind of like iterated on the designs and like came up with the idea of like CryptoHoots itself, the name, kind of like our little internal lore for these little creatures, and really got to work. And I think overall, the part that is most mysterious and most difficult for me to understand, or for any project to understand, is like, how do you market something like this? Like, how do you stand out in a sea of other NFTs? And sometimes that's being noticed by like the right people ahead of time. Sometimes that's aggressive marketing. I think nowadays the thing that really stands out for a lot of projects is something that people refer to as like utility. Like we don't just want an NFT, like we want an NFT that does something.
It does something, and it's not just sitting there in your wallet, in your digital wallet, right?
Right. And there's like fine art NFTs that people love, and it doesn't have to do something, but that's definitely one of the narratives that's very popular right now in NFT space. And as we were designing these hoots, we realized that it would be quite difficult to actually create like all of the different asset combinations that we wanted with some of the existing tools. So our developer started building one from the ground up that was kind of maybe more user-friendly for myself and RPO Grime to do. So we could look at hoots, prototype them, basically create combos that worked, blacklist combos that didn't, and then create the rules that ended up eventually generating hoots when they were purchased. Because there's kind of two different ideas or two different styles of minting an NFT. Sometimes a project will pre-generate all of the art, let's say 10,000 different pieces. If they're not individual one-of-ones, they'll use some kind of software to do that. And they'll all be ready. And then when people mint, which specific one they get is the thing that's random. Whereas we went with a slightly different direction of when someone purchases a hoot, our code basically generates it on the fly, and they get something that we don't even know what they're going to get. And so as we started making this program, we kind of came to the realization about halfway through that, hey, other people might want to use this too. We think that it'll make kind of generative art more accessible. And so we started actually tying that in as our primary utility, which was if you have a hoot, you get free access to the software we built to make hoots. And we know it works because we used it. And we're releasing, I think, a demo tonight. We should be. And so that, like, I think that's the core utility and one of the reasons that we somehow started getting quite popular.